All right. Hey guys, my name is Paul, and I'm the owner and founder of Cassis Media Digital Marketing Solutions. I have two screens here, one right here and one right here. So you'll probably see me looking off to the other one. First official broadcast of the new website building sessions that I'm putting on. These streams are intended to, just so you guys can see my workflow. I believe in transparency in what I do. Let me turn the volume up just a little bit here. I believe in transparency in what I do, and I want to help you guys build better websites. So I know it seems like I'm shooting myself in the foot here, or in this case, my hands, but I really truly believe that everyone should be better at this. Most of the people that hire me don't care to learn, or they just don't have the time to. So it doesn't matter to me if you know how to do it or not. I'm just tired of seeing crappy websites. With that being said, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and switch the screen here. Back to where we were. All right. So today we are going to work on my personal website. I just built this a couple days ago, and the program I'm using is called NicePage. Now, NicePage is an awesome builder. I just bought the lifetime subscription. It was like $200. Well, actually, I got it on sale, so it was like $150 or something like that. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want. It's an affiliate link, but I'll put it in the description if you want to purchase this program after we're done here. So let's take a look here. So if you've ever used WordPress or Squarespace or Wix or Shopify or SquareUp or any of these other web builders, which WordPress really isn't a web builder, it's a content management system in which you can plug in a builder. But they're working on their own version, which with WordPress 5.9. And it's coming along. They just don't have all the features. And you'd think in 2022 we would have something completely open source and integrated and just have all the bells and whistles for free, but we don't. So Automatic, who owns WordPress, I'm sure they have contracts with other companies like Elementor or something like that prevents them from releasing certain features. That's why we keep the online website building economy strong that way. Doesn't put a lot of people out of work. I think it's just a term of consideration. So anyway, I'm gonna walk you through this builder in this video. And we're going to take a look at kind of the basic functions of this and why I think you should consider it. This isn't a persuasion video or a sales video. It's just I've had a really fun time using the builder for this website. It's a one-page website. It's basically my portfolio website, which I'm going to be adding to later, but right now it's just going to outline kind of like a resume of like, who is Paul Casserly? This is me. Okay. So up here, you can see I've hid the header and the footer here. The reason I did that is because I'm not going to be using a header, and the footer I can actually just put there manually. I don't need like a global footer. So these are global settings. When I use Divi Builder, I actually have you have the option to either make your header or footer for specific pages, or, you have a lot more options with Divi as far as that goes, but the only problem I really have with Divi is that I would say the builder is kind of bloated, and they're still working on slimming it down. But something with NicePage, this is a basic layout. So if you think of your website as like a document like you do in Word, look at this. So this is what a web page looks like as you scroll down. A browser literally is just browsing that document, an HTML page, with a CSS and the JavaScript to make stuff happen. That's all it really is, guys. When we're browsing the internet, we're just looking at web pages that do stuff. They're like really advanced Word docs in a way. So, but let's take a look here. So you can see I have 6 different sizes. This one is the large devices, which before I updated this, it was in beta. I don't know if it's in beta right now. This might actually be real. But what you can see here is, if you go to content width over here, you can actually set the sizes for each of the, and you can also get to it by hovering and clicking edit. So it'll take you here. So I have it set for large devices to be 1920 pixels wide, which is the screen size. That's from here to here. So my computer that I'm on right now is a mid 2011 iMac. It's 1920 by 1080 resolution. And to prove it, go up here, about this Mac. There, you can see, 21.5 inch. I'm using this in March of 2022. It still works fantastic. I don't have many complaints about it, except that, I put a 2 terabyte hard drive, or I can't even remember how much memory I have. Storage, let's see here. No. Yes. No. I bought a 1 terabyte hard drive and installed it myself. So you can see, and then I have 2 external hard drives also attached. One handles video and one's just kind of my mobile dump and forget file. It's all of my files. My entire business is on that thing. Plus in the cloud, but for backups. So, NicePage is a builder that lets you see the outline of your website, from a large, basically offline editing. We could turn off the internet, which I'm not going to do because I'm streaming, but you could still edit. You just wouldn't have access to all their photos and everything. And then when you're done building your website, you can export. You can, I haven't used this feature yet. HTML, WordPress, you actually get the NicePage. What you're doing is exporting it as a theme, as a zip file, and then you upload that zip file theme to your WordPress site, and then you'll have the option to import the NicePage plugin, and it does all the work for you. Create your pages, your posts, all the basic stuff you would need for WordPress. Joomla, never used it, but it's another content management system. I just never cared for it. Image, you literally can just export it as like a PDF, I guess. And then the project itself, if you want to work on it on different computers or send it to somebody. So that's the gist of the exports. If you want a preview, so you have a couple different options. First thing you want to do is make sure that your website is, the way you want it. And you have 6 different device sizes, which is nice. That's something that Divi doesn't do. It only gives you desktop, tablet, and mobile. This gives you mobile devices, which is a really thin vertical. So, column stack and everything. Portrait phones is what they're called. So I set that to 340. I have an iPhone XS at the moment. I refuse to upgrade, but I will eventually. But you can also see the sideways version of what it would look like if you turn your phone sideways. And then the tablet version, like an iPad or a Samsung Samsung tablet. Yes. So there's that. Let's see here. And then we have, we have laptop, which this is more like, I would say like Chromebooks and stuff, like smaller laptops. because when I checked it on my MacBook Pro 2017, it actually turned out to be more like this desktop 1200 and up, because it's a 2560 by, I don't know, it's pretty wide. It does 4K res, but it was more like this. So with those, I feel confident, you know, putting my width the whole length of the screen, because I know that the screen itself is only going to go up to, let's see, what do we have here? So for large devices, desktops, 1140, which if your computer is 1920 by 1080, it's going to display it up to 1140 pixels, and then the rest is just kind of out there. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Large devices, this is more like it. So I have mine set to 1920. This is what my iMac will produce. So let's take a look here. We have Chrome and Safari since this is a Mac. You might have, if you're on a PC, you're probably going to have Chrome or Firefox or not Internet Explorer. I think they, what the heck has, I don't know. I don't use Microsoft. So, but let's look at Chrome. So I click this, and what happens is it's going to save and export the site. It's going to come over here. We'll put this full screen for you. And there you have it. So this is what it looks like at 1920 by 1080. I'm at 100% here. And if we scroll down, everything is beautiful. Works great. YouTube video. But yeah, so this is my website. And it's just basically, I don't know. It's my personal website. So I'm tweaking it. I just, when I have people visit this, I want them to know what I do and what I'm about. So this is a brand new profile photo. Can zoom in there. But you have different elements. So the cool thing is, like, this is a picture of my signature. A while back, I had written my signature, my name in pen. I had either taken a picture of it or something and did some stuff with Photoshop, and then darkened the brightness to black and then inverted it to white, and did a bunch of fancy stuff. And then I inserted it here recently. And when this this builder does all the coding for you, it does all the it just does all the work and the heavy lifting. So it's basically what you see is what you get for the most part. With basic HTML and CSS, this does what I need it to do. It displays information to the people who need to see it or want to see it. You know, the buttons work. The one thing I was having trouble with, and this is something that you may want to look into, is when I was doing the form in WordPress. See, WordPress runs off of PHP, which is a hypertext processing, pretext processing, yeah. And I can't think right now. I just call it PHP. But that it's basic. PHP is a script. So WordPress, yeah. See, it's because I'm running video. But let's wait for that, shall we? PHP is basically how your web browser interprets the information being presented to it. It's scripting it. So when I click a button, you have what they call modals, and they pop up. They're modal pop-ups, and then you can create, you know, forms and things like that. So what do we do with this once we've built it? Well, what we're going to do here, I'm going to go to Project Export. I'm going to go to WordPress, and I'm going to make a new file. website edited. PC website edited. Okay, that's the file name. It's going to be saved here. Now you want to make sure you have theme. Get all these checked except the last one, unless you want to, you know, put that in with there. But wouldn't worry about it. So I'm going to export this. I'm going to save the changes. And we're going to export this guy. It's going to take just a second. It's going to tell me it's too big. Just a minute here. Should just take a moment. All right. Well, while we're waiting for that, it looks like my video is a little choppy. Let's take a look here. I'm going to do some troubleshooting. It's automatic. Okay. So that's basically how you're going to, export your website. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the back end of WordPress here. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace the theme with the new one. So this is a great way to do it because it's actually a whole new theme and it's going to import all the content. Okay, cool. So it finally finished. All right, export progress. Cool. So we're going to go back here. All right, and we're going to quit NicePage. I go to here. We're going to make sure everything's up to date. That should be good. Appearance, themes. All right, I have Divi here. I'm going to delete this. I had a child theme. I'm going to delete that. So you can see here we have NicePage theme. I'm going to add the new one. Upload the theme. It's in my documents. And it's in NicePage templates. And it is PC website edited. Install now. Isn't this fun? But yeah, so this is how we're going to install the theme. We have to wait for it to upload. It was only like 11 some megabytes because it's a one pager. But when you start getting into like 30-page websites, you might run into some issues uploading the theme. I don't know. I haven't quite run into that problem before. But if we do come across it, I will definitely be doing a video on that. So I'm going to activate the theme. Install plugins included with this theme. Click the install plugins to start the installation. Install. This theme has pages, images, menu, header, and footer. We're going to import the content. Visit the site. Okay. So, what happened? Well, we imported the content, but you can see that we've basically doubled or tripled our entire media library. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, and I know this seems insane, but I'm actually going to delete the entire media library because, oops, or maybe not, because I wanted to start fresh on this website, and I was just writing over a previously a previous import. So we're going to do this, delete permanently, and trust me, this is going to take a lot of stuff off of my server. So we're going to delete all these. It's going to take it, well, it doesn't take long at all. So we're going to go back to appearance and themes. Go to this one, we're going to delete. We're going to add new. We're going to re-upload this theme. Oh, wrong one. It's the old one. We want this one. Install now. There we go. It's going to read it like it's a separate theme, so it wouldn't know the difference. It's just going to take a minute. Cool. So theme is already installed. Replace current with uploaded. If you made a mistake, this is what will happen. So we're going to replace. Theme updated successfully. Let's go here. That is not what I was expecting at all. However, I think I know what the problem is. Like I said, I just started using this, so this isn't really a tutorial video. It's kind of a journey. I don't know everything, but that's why it's a live website building session, so you guys can see what I do. Because it's totally annoying sometimes. And when I'm live streaming, sometimes the internet can be a bit slow. So there's no one in the chat, which does not surprise me. It's just a business channel and you're all at work. So I'm recording this in the middle of the day. Okay. All right. While we're waiting, I'm going to relaunch NicePage here. There we go. Page settings. Haha. That's interesting, isn't it? Tell you what, I have an idea. So I'm sure a lot of you who have tried to work with WordPress know the struggles. The struggle's real, yo. We're gonna delete all of these. We're gonna completely just wipe out what's in here. what we're going to do is we are going to update the plugin. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go back here. I want to check some things. SEO. We're gonna do this in WordPress, but I just wanted to show you guys you can set that stuff here if you want. It puts it in like the header tag and whatnot. So we're gonna export this one more time. And I want to make sure the theme. Let's see, site name is paulcasserly.com. Don't know why. All right. Quick thing here. Actually, we're gonna do this because this is my business. 2.0. I don't need that. I'm not gonna worry about that. This theme was created for paulcasserly.com. Period. Generator. I'm just gonna leave that and give them some creds. So, I don't really need to worry about that. White label client license. So we're gonna save it. You can actually turn autosave on or off. For to keep it on. So I'm gonna export Casserly theme 0.0. How about I do this? PC website. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Okay. This is exciting stuff, guys. Exciting stuff. Okay, two things we've learned. One, you should probably delete everything before you reinstall a theme. And two, make sure it's called something different. So I'm actually going to move that to trash and move these to the trash so I don't get confused. Okay, so let's go back here. Appearance themes. Actually, media would be nice to. Oh, there's none there. Appearance themes. Add new. And let's see here. Shouldn't have any. Well, I do have blog posts. Okay, I'm probably going to delete these. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to worry about it for the import, but I don't like things just hanging out like default stuff. So, all right, let's upload a theme. We're going to upload this new one. Install now. 3 times a charm. Excuse me, 3rd time is the charm. Yeah. Let's see if this works. I think one of the problems I was running into with this was that my pages were called the same thing. So I think it was just importing over something that didn't need, or didn't write over it or something. So let's see. Let's see what where we're at with this. Install the plugins. Replace previously imported content. Boom. That's what I should have clicked, was the middle button. Okay, visit the site. It should be the new one. What happened? Well, we now don't have a home page set, so we have to go to Customize. And all you do is go to Home Page Settings, a static page, Home Page, Paul Casserly. Publish that guy. Okay, let's hope it all worked out. Everything else except my photo came through. Yeah, don't know what happened there, but I can tell you what it can do about it. Actually, if I just stop clicking stuff, that'd be just dandy. All right, so there's my photo. I know it imported. It's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm going to go to Edit with NicePage. Because if you just edit, it's on the back end, but if you edit with NicePage, it's using the actual builder. So you can use the builder in WordPress to fix it. Notice how this goes off to the side just like it does with the actual builder here, except the icons here are different because this is desktop software and this is WordPress web-based software. Okay, so it's going to load the page, albeit a little slower, but you can see here the image didn't load, so I'm just going to choose my photo and it should pop up here any minute now. Yep, I'm going to save it. Preview a new window. I'm waiting. There we go. That is so weird because everything else loaded just fine. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe if I duplicate it. Nope. So I think I know what the problem is. So in WordPress, if you try to import an image that has the exact same name as a previously imported file, sometimes WordPress doesn't like that, so it will not properly, what it's trying to do is read the old file. So what I'm thinking here is if I delete my cache, I'm going to go back to the screen recording. So if we go to more tools, clear browsing data, just the cached images and files. The browser, I believe, is trying to read it. So let's see if that helps. Okay, and let's just go back to the home page. Ha! See? I knew it. So the image was fine, but it was the browser. It was Chrome itself that was trying to read a previously imported file. So sometimes you got to clear your cache, guys, when you're building websites because browser likes to hold on to that stuff, especially if you're using SiteKit like me, which this is 18 impressions, 13 sessions. So I think it looks pretty good for a personal website. You know, I feel like there's some like things hanging out here, but it's really just a outline of an outline of my my experience. So the last thing I want to cover here is the form. So the form is the get in touch. So if I just do, well, let's take a look at it first. So let's go to, I'm gonna go back here. We're gonna go to, See the NicePage settings. Use jQuery. Nah, don't need to do that. Pages, all pages. Edit with NicePage. We're going to reload it in the builder. Oh, and aside for this, I'm just going to get rid of this so I don't have... I love penguins. I don't know if you... Anyway. Gonna wait for this to load. Alright, been a long day. So, let's take a look here. Alright. Okay, I keep tapping my mouse. I have a magic mouse. You see this where it says modal pop-up? When you have a button in a block, and I really should have explained how these are broken down in NicePage, but I will in a minute. Each of these is a block. It's like a section. They just call them blocks. Within each block, you have your rows or columns or groups. And within those, you have your modules. So you have your images. That's exactly how Divi Builder's built, and a lot of other web builders. Sometimes they have like an extra layer, but it's not so common. But let's assume this is the same thing. You're going to click modal pop-up, and then this screen is going to pop up. So each modal pop-up you have, you're going to be able to edit independently of the main website. So I'm going to try and... it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna let me scroll here. It's not. So we're gonna click on the form itself. And then on the right, you're gonna be able to see some options. So we're gonna go to submit, send email with PHP script, where to send submissions. I'm gonna send them to Paul Casserly at gmail.com from, and this is like when I get an email from somebody, it's going to say, it's going to send it to paulcasserly at gmail.com from let's see, info at paulcasserly.com. So this is where the email, because your email address has to have a recipient email. So you can't receive emails if it's not coming from a specific email address. Does that make sense? So we're going to say new personal website message. You have a new form submission. Okay, and then you actually have a couple different options, but I'm just going to use the PHP version. I have DreamHost, so my my email is set up that way. If we were going to go to URL, it's, I don't prefer that. So from, whoops, info at paulcasserly.com. Actually, we're going to do contact. That's generally my go-to. All right, we're going to go to form. We're going to go back. Everything else seems to be fine. ReCAPTCHA. I haven't set, so you remember this form from NicePage? Well, you can actually set all this stuff up here for your SEO and whatnot. You don't technically need an SEO plugin because you have it integrated with the NicePage Builder, which is awesome. So yeah, you even have GDPR built in, which is freaking great. I'm actually super stoked about that. But I'm going to enable image and lazy loading for the entire site. This is the site settings. I'm not going to disable Open Graph because like with Google, I want to add this stuff. I'm not going to add ReCAPTCHA, so I might get some spam for a while. After submit, you can say thank you, your message has been sent. If for some reason it doesn't work, we're going to get this message here. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to click this back button over here. I'll wait for this to be done saving. Then I'm going to open an incognito window. Cool. And it loads much faster because it has lazy loading. Right, so that's nice. Get in touch. Let's see if this works. What's your name? Let's see. How about Johnny Test? He's a common one I use. We're gonna go to jtest@example.com. It's gonna come from there. I want to collaborate. Cool. So nothing there. I don't know if I actually got an email. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag my mail over here. I'm gonna go to PC Gmail. Actually, we're gonna go to junk mail. Perfect. So here you go. So you get to see what it looks like. I'm gonna move this to inbox because I don't want those messages going there. It did come from contact@paulcasterly.com. New personal website message. Johnny Test email. Select I want to collaborate. So it even gives me my IP address, which you could look up if you wanted to. But I'm pretty transparent about where I am. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I built my website. I'm pretty happy with it. You can check me out at paulcasterly.com. And you actually watched me build this live. And so I'll be making changes to that website. But it basically covers everything that I do. But Cassis Media is my baby, and I love designing websites. If you need a website, I would be happy to build one for you. Whether you want me to use WordPress or Squarespace or Wix or whatever, if you want me to build it in NicePage, or you want me to use Divi Builder, Elementor, or Oxygen Builder, or Avada, whatever you feel comfortable with, I can do it. I've used dozens of these different builders. This is just a new one that I'm experimenting with, and I think I'm starting to fall in love with it. So like I said, I'll put a link in the description after this video ends, and it'll be like an affiliate link. I might get a couple bucks, but trust me, this is worth it. If you've seen me build this website with this, mess around with it. They actually let you do that. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching.